Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ghulam Nabi Neeman Saab, Inspector General, Sindh Police, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. What just Dr. Seema Mughal mentioned, I think says it all. The topic here about Sindh Police, past and present, it all depends upon the people who we are looking at. When you look at the past, it was people like me, Sirajuddin Aziz, running around. Today is a new generation. The world has changed. What we need is basically to change ourselves. I was introduced as a member who has been very active with the diplomats. And actually, I am recognized more with Japan because I have been working with the Japanese for the last 40 years, have visited hundreds of times. And I remember, IG Sahab, there was a team of Pakistani police people, I think it was Aftab Nabi Memon at that time, and a very big group visiting Japan to see how the police system works in Japan. Koban is police called in Japan. Do you know the only country at the moment which has the lowest crime rate is basically Japan. I have experienced myself leaving things on the street, dropping my wallet on the streets and being returned to me. If not to the place that they can find, it would be near they call it kiosk, the police kiosk. An ideal system. Now, what is this ideal system? If we look at the teaching of our own religion, the gentleman has just recited a little while ago. That's what they are following. It is the people, it is me and you, it is we, us, which make the system work. Now, what I've seen in these videos, IG Sahab, is an eye-opener. But like Seema Behan said, people do not know about it. We need to reach the younger generation. We have to make sure that they understand. If someone like me is amazed to see what is going on, it's necessary that we reach at the bottom level, the school level, to know what you said, Allah na kare ke police se wasta ho. Kyun? Police to hamari hifazat ke liye hai. As a matter of fact, we should run to the police for the first instance when we fear something difficult. Ye nahi ho raha hai. Iski zarurat hai. Or Japan ka system hai. Japan is ready to finance. They have asked, and I'm going again, we are going. As Japan Forum, we are having a meeting with the Japanese government on the 15th and 16th of next month. It's a joint dialogue between the two governments. We have been doing it. And the matter of security has come up again and again. Airport where there is a project going on at the moment financed by the Japanese, Faisalabad, Lahore, and Islamabad for security. And police is something that it has to do with security. But that line between the public and the police has to come, they have to come closer to understand what police means. Why is that fear? What my sister just said, the fear shouldn't be a fear. People, that is what is being reported, they don't report cases because they feel it will be a lengthy process. Why can't that be cut down? Why can't the SHOs or whatever be given a timeline that a case registered should be decided? These are the things. And I understand there are other implications as well. There are laws, there is the judiciary. It's a long process. We understand your difficulties as well. But the starting point is for the people to understand that police is there for your security. You have to approach them if you have any fear of whatever kind. And it is happening. At least where I live, phase 2 mein main rehta hun, there is actually a DHA Clifton police WhatsApp group, and things do get taken care of. People do not know. Why can't this be distributed into other areas? So really, past and present, it all depends of the situation at present is dire. It wasn't. When I was, I remember my father taking me to the police station for a driver license. And it was like, the love and the affection that I got from the officer giving me my license. 166168 is the license number I was given in 1968 or something, a red book. It was a matter of pride. Oh, I'm a license holder. Today, things are different. I'm glad to see the center here. I came here for the renewal. The way it was done, it was zip, no issue. These things have to be promoted. People have to know that the work that you are doing is just behind the scenes at the moment. Public needs to know. One other thing that I feel that, there should be in every, like for instance, I at least know who's my SHO in the area. Many localities, they do not even know who are the officers there. The interaction between the public and the police is not there. The police should go and visit. There should be an interaction. There could be corner meetings. I can arrange one in my area to see what are the difficulties. Though in our area where I live, there's no difficulty because things we are taking care of ourselves. There is a community participation. Police should get involved to get the community involved with the police rather than fear, as what you're saying. And the starting point basically is the schools, the colleges, the universities. And there are some examples. Japan is one that I can give you time and again. No crime whatsoever. And you can go report. I remember one thing, one night, this was about 15, 20 years ago when there was no cell phone in Japan as well. And there were card systems. So I had a document sitting with me. And I kept it on this thing, and I made the call and then took a taxi and back into the hotel. And then I realized the packet has been left at the booth. Believe me, it was just my name and the hotel. In about 15 minutes, they called me. This is the service. This is where we feel that we are lacking. Let the people know you're there to serve the people. That part, at least what I feel now as a generation that has seen what it was before, like they say the past, and what it is today, there is a difference. Your tenure, sir, has made the difference. A big applause for the IG. Definitely. The smiling face with which you came in, it made a difference. It made a difference. And I wish all the SHOs, the police officers can do that, a smiling face with the people. I mean, you're going to America, you're going to 𝐂𝐄𝐎, and the car is stopped. The way, humbly, they ask, sir, can I see your license? My goodness, here is a different attitude. This is the training that needs to be given to police officers. They are human beings, I understand, and we have criminals. They have their own ways of dealing with things. But what they are doing is they're dealing with all as if all are criminals. This is the wrong attitude. Take everyone as not being a criminal, there's something wrong. And this is where the interaction between the police community and the citizens should evolve. It's not happening. Everyone is taken as a potential criminal, guns drawn. This shouldn't be the attitude. Things are changing the worldwide, I know that. But we have a different, culture. We have a religion that teaches us how to go about. I can talk endlessly, IG Sahab, but I know you know the problems. And we also know what constraints you have. But then, of course, you are the final call as far as the police is concerned. And I hope it gets better. Thank you. I can dwell upon it, but thank you very much for the time given. And before I end, my hats off to a gentleman called 𝐂𝐄𝐎 𝐅𝐚𝐫𝐨𝐪𝐢. What a man. Started very modestly few years ago. And today, he has the business community behind him. He hasn't mentioned upon. These are the supporters. It is the private sector which will run everything. Today, there's a good news. My friend Arif Habib, with a consortium, has bought over PIA. This is the way to go forward. And believe me, even in this situation like police, if we can have the private sector involved, it will definitely matter. But my hat off to 𝐂𝐄𝐎 𝐅𝐚𝐫𝐨𝐪𝐢, a fantastic job. And the one thing that I like about him, he's the one who tries to arrange. He's a link between the public sector and the private sector. And I wish him well in the days ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.